Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Hello, Caroline.
Hi, Patrick. How are you doing?
I'm all right. It's getting a bit hot here.
Yeah.
So,
Over here is the humidity that is really getting into us
yeah.
because it
And
rains a lot and then the sun comes out for 30 minutes and just smoke everywhere.
wow.
So,
Welcome to Ask Angie number 4. Can you believe it?
yeah, already
4.
asking you
Wow.
for.
By the way, Angie's not behind us today. That computer died. So she's here, but you can't see a photograph of her.
That's right.
So, um,
So you're ready to have your connection with Angie?
I will do my protection first.
Right.
If you're going to do your usual,
I do my sage.
don't set fire to your blanket behind you.
No, I won't. Just my
Cool.
finger. I'll just burn my finger.
You're welcome to join in, people, or do your own. It does set the frequency for the show and it does help. Imagine a white light above your head. This white light travels down your entire body towards your feet. As it does so, it covers you as if you are inside a bubble. When it reaches your feet, you can blow it up like a balloon. You can make it as big as you like. You can set the thickness of the skin, and this is when you set the intention to keep out all negative frequencies, energies, and indeed entities. Anything negative cannot pass through it. At this point, you should feel a nice warm glow in your heart. That tells you the protection is set, and I have that now. Thanks, Caroline.
Thank you, Patrick. All right. So we're protected.
Definitely.
I'm ready to ask my first question to Angie.
Okay, let me see if I can bring her in. Hello, sweetheart. Are you with us today? Yes, my darling, always. Hello, Caroline.
Hello, Angie. How you doing today?
I'm doing okay, sweetheart.
Okay, so I have two different type of question for you today related to what we talked before. Now that we know the difference between spirit and soul, I would like to know at what time the spirit entered the body once the sperm has entered the egg.
Here starts the biology lesson. The spirit enters the physical body at the first heartbeat. Finish.
Thank you, Angie. And you and other frequency of deceased loved one told us that you can go anywhere you want, future and past. But we were told recently that you cannot affect event. Just the fact that we are communicating, isn't it affecting us?
Every connection you have with living people does affect you the same when you are talking with me, but I cannot set a an effect in motion that I want to happen to you. That was what I was trying to say. I cannot influence you to do something I want to happen, but by you communicating with me, that raises your frequency, that enables you to progress. Finish.
Thank you, Angie. And those were my two questions, Patrick.
Okay.
So what do you think about that?
It's more to think about.
Yeah.
The first question was amazing. I thought, I wonder what's going to come with that one.
Yeah, me too.
You
But
know,
it's interesting. First heartbeat.
first heartbeat.
I know when the first heartbeat happened.
Okay, I don't.
You know, when the sperm entered the egg,
Mhm.
then the egg split in two, and then in
Mhm.
four,
Mhm.
and it keeps going like
Keeps
that
multiplying. Yeah.
until 64 cells.
Right.
When you get 64 cells, there's an electric shock happening. And
Okay.
those 64 cells are what constitute your heart.
Wow.
And then from your heart, there's a little thing that grow and goes to your gland, your throat gland, and then keep on growing to your tongue.
Okay.
So your heart is the first thing that's being built, and
Wow.
then the second thing is everything with your tongue.
Uh huh. That's amazing. What do
And
you think to
then,
that answer then?
huh?
What do you think to the answer?
I think it does make sense.
Wow.
So I believe when the cells are splitting and it reach a 64 cell, which is a very short amount of time, um, any abortion, you know, it's a it, now we know at what time.
Mhm.
So 64 cells. That's when
Wow.
the heart start beating.
I didn't know that. Thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. So today we are continuing with the
Can you hear that
question.
music, by the way, Caroline? I've got a big
No,
bass beat going outside. Somebody's car is playing loud music. As long as you can't hear it, don't worry
no,
about it.
I don't.
But I keep going out of focus. I hope.
That's good.
Hey.
All right. So we finished all the question under Ask NG1, and today we're gonna start Ask NG2, the question that was there. And I trust that we can reach Ask NG3 and ask all the question that was selected under Ask NG3.
Okay.
That which would represent around 42 questions.
Okay. A little bit more than we normally do. Well, let's crack on then.
All right. So you're ready?
Yeah. We're doing six. Yeah.
Yes.
When you're
So
ready.
the first question is from Ope L to source frequency.
Okay.
I have been feeling very depressed these last couple of years. What is my purpose here? Is there anything I can do to start feeling better and start feeling at peace? I feel like I'm going through something, feeling very lost.
It is a difficult time for you. It is considered to be a regular happening when people's frequency change following their awakening. Some people call it the dark night of the soul. It can be frightening. You need to concentrate on you. You need to love yourself. You need to forgive yourself. You need to be patient, and you need to, I'm going to try and put this as simply as possible. You cannot control what thoughts you have, but you can control how long they stay in your head. So when a bad thought comes in, replace it immediately with a good one, a good memory, a memory of someone you love, or a deceased loved one, or a pet from when you were a child. think of a happy time, a happy place, and that thought will disappear. You need to practice this, and over time, it will become second nature to you. It will just happen. A thought will come in and it will be gone. You are loved. Don't forget that. Finish.
Thank you. Then we have Melissa de Jesus. She wants to connect with her deceased cousin, Erica McFadden.
Okay. Can I come out, Caroline?
Yes.
What I want to try is with the deceased loved ones, if you address Angie, right, and ask Angie whether she can bring that person forward,
Okay, I can do
then
that.
I haven't got to do that in my head.
Okay, I can do
All right.
that.
All right. So I'll just get back in with Angie and then you can. Okay.
Okay, I'll ask her.
When you're ready, Caroline.
Angie, can you bring forward Erica McFadden, which is the cousin of Melissa de Jesus?
She is here.
Thank you. We have three questions for her. So Melissa wants to know, what happened? Are you finally at peace?
I am at peace with where I am, who I am. I have regrets of certain things that I have done whilst alive. The love you feel on this side is amazing. You receive all your memories. You are able to learn many new things. There is no judgment. You are your own judge.
Thank you.
You can come here and you can learn new things. You can go where and whenever you choose. The main frequency here is love. Finish.
Thank you. Then the second question is, are you with our grandmother Rosa?
I am with all of our family members that have passed. We are a soul family. We have been together many lifetimes. This will only continue. Finish.
And the last question is, how can I find some peace of mind with your passing?
It is difficult when you are the one left behind. There is an enormous adjustment to be made. Concentrate on the positive. Be grateful that you had the relationship with those who have passed on. They will feel your gratitude and your love. Your parting is only temporary. Finish.
Thank you. Then we have Mother Love Tama. She has a question for Earth frequency. Can we speak with Earth frequency, please?
Okay.
Could you please tell us about the main cause of the recent blackout in South America, for example, in Argentina?
There is more to this event than first realized. There were tremors in the earth due to the expansion that is happening, but there were also events happening politically. I believe some of these power cuts were deliberate.
Thank you. Then we have Cody MB that has two questions for source frequency.
Okay.
So the first question is, I received a reading from someone that I am from Kaman. Where is Kaman in the universe?
No information on that. Sorry.
And the second question is, when I close my eyes to go to sleep, I see these strange flicker like constellation. Sometimes it look like shapes. What is it?
There are many things that cannot be seen by the human eye. The time between being awake and going to sleep is a transition of your focus. You can, at these times, see different colors, different shades, different shapes, different beings. It is a blending of realities. Do not let this worry you. Finish.
Thank you, Patrick.
Wow.
Isn't it?
Good questions, people. Good questions.
Yeah. Huh?
That's
What?
what we want. This is what I mean when I say the more detailed question, the better the answer is.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's sometime I'm like, okay, is the answer is over? So
Yeah.
make sure
And
make sure you say finish every time so I
okay.
won't speak over you.
Okay. All right.
So I'll wait for the finish sign.
Finish. Finish.
All right.
No, what's I going to say? You blew it out of my mind now.
Did I? Okay, I'm gonna have
Yeah.
a sip of coffee.
Now, the more detailed the question, the more detailed the answer, and then that answer becomes beneficial to the whole community, not just the individual who asked the question,
That's right.
because it's all information we need to know.
That's
And
right.
that's what we're aiming for, isn't it, Caroline?
That's right. We are a community and not
Hmm.
just individual. And it's
No.
about time that humankind start comprehend these principle,
Hmm.
and we should all unite, and this community is about we unite, and my question is good for everybody and your
Hmm.
question is good for everybody.
Exactly.
So you ready?
Yep.
Next we have Caitlin Robinson that has a question for source frequency.
Okay.
What are we allowed to know about the hierarchy that the planet and dragon mentioned before? Thank you.
Didn't understand the word, Caroline.
Okay. What are we allowed to know about the hierarchy that the planet and the dragon
You mean
mentioned before?
hierarchy?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a French thing.
Yeah, I'm with you. Sorry,
Hierarchy.
Carol.
Sorry. I
Keep that
screwed
in,
up
Caroline.
again. I screwed
Keep
up
that
again.
in.
Hey, I'm a butcher from
The
nature.
hierarchy, you're on about the hierarchy, aren't you?
Where?
The hierarchy was
It's
mentioned.
it's
Yeah.
spelled the same in French,
All right.
but I have to pronounce it differently.
Okay.
Hierarchy. Is that how you say
Okay.
it?
Hierarchy.
Hierarchy, hierarchy, hierarchy.
But then I'm talking with a Norfolk accent, so don't take notice of me.
No, but there's no point in getting any
You know,
answer here just because I
you
can't
know.
pronounce that word.
To give you an idea, if I was to go and have a bath, somebody up north would have a bath. They wouldn't have a bath, they would have a bath. See,
That's too
totally
peaky for
different.
me.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go wash my ass. Everybody will get that.
Okay. Right. Shall we start again with that one, Caroline?
Yes, let's start over.
Okay.
So, Caitlin Robinson has a question for source frequency.
Okay.
What are we allowed to know about the hierarchy that the planet and dragons mentioned before?
There is a, you may say, an organization where things are planned, discussed. There are individuals who have more say on these matters. Dragons have a hierarchy. There are senior dragons, there are junior dragons, and would you believe there are trainee dragons? The planets and the stars have a similar hierarchy. There are older stars, older systems, there are younger ones. It is a teaching reality. Finish.
Then we have Truth Seeker that has a question for source, three questions for source frequency.
Okay.
You had confirmed earlier that my fear of lizard is due to a past connection, but not really to a past life one. Can you please elaborate on what the connection is and when it occurred and what can I do about it?
You shouldn't worry about this. I will give you the information. Do not dwell on it. It is over and done with. You have incarnated not only as human, you have also incarnated as animal, and there was a time where you were hunted by lizards. Finish.
Thank you. Then the second question, I had been advised earlier to find a good shamanic healer or Reiki healer for my older son. I did try both, but not had much improvement. What should I do for his healing now? Thank you.
You need to continue searching for the right person. This person is out there. You will find them. In the meantime, talk to your son's body, talk to his DNA, tell it you are grateful that it is here to allow your son to be with you. Give it love. This will improve his condition. Finish.
And the third question is, I have been feeling like a misfit all my life. At this point, I am not sure what my purpose or mission in life is. Can you please guide me? Thank you.
You need to take a deep look inside yourself. Find your interests. Find what pleases you. Find your abilities, your talents, your gifts. Use these to help other people with love. Through this, you will learn to love yourself and those around you. Finish.
Then we have Brett Deney, and I will ask Angie if she can bring forward the leader of Nephilim giant frequency.
There is no leader, although if you, this is Angie, Caroline, if you just uh, tell me the question, then I will get a suitable response for you.
Thank you. So the question is, the giant of this world have been defeated by tiny human. How were you destroyed, and are you cursed to roam this planet in spirit form?
This has been mentioned before. Giants still walk this earth. They are well hidden. There are giants beneath Antarctica. There are giants in inner Earth. They have been here a very long time. The majority are good, benevolent beings. Some have been led astray. They have not been defeated. Finish.
Thank you. Then we have Cody MB that has a question for Saturn frequency.
Okay.
What is the significance of the hexagon shape that can be seen on your surface? Thank you.
You have all been told that the planets and indeed the sun is changing their frequency. Frequencies affect physical aspects, and the hexagonal shape is simply a reaction to a frequency change. If you were to place sand or salt onto a drum and beat it, you would get different shapes for different notes. It is all frequency. Finish.
Thank you, Patrick. Break time.
Wow, that was a good question, Cody. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I don't remember ever asking about that, either
No,
on Talking with the Planet or here.
no.
But I was really interested in what's the significance of it.
Wow. I think it's blue, isn't it? But
Bl-
that's more of a chemical makeup than anything else.
Yeah, the hexagon is kind of blue.
Okay. Cool.
On the
Great question.
picture from NASA,
Okay. Well, yeah. Is it a photograph or is it an artist impression?
they say an
Ah.
they say an image is worth 1,000 word.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
I just spoke 1,000 word.
All right.
So, okay, you ready for another round?
Let's go for it.
We have two more round, and then we'll be done with the question under Ask Angie 2.
Okay.
So, okay, the next question I will ask Angie, can you bring in the deceased one, Eleanor Grindle?
For who?
This is for Richard Garratt is asking on behalf of Linda Garratt. So Linda Garratt wants to ask a question to her mom, Eleanor Grindle.
She has just stepped forward, Caroline.
Thank you. So the question is, how are you doing, Mom? Is the afterlife everything you dreamed of, and are you upset about the Christianity belief system that you dedicated most of your life following now that you know it was all a lie?
I am happy where I am. I am happy of my religious life. You are all co creators. What you think becomes reality. When I passed, there was a time when I lived in this Christian heaven that I had created. I have been taught different since then, but I do not regret any of it. It is a unique experience. I love you all. I watch over you, and we will meet again. Finish.
Thank you. And then we have Melanie Mayon Radford that has a question for source frequency.
Okay.
Did I hear the name of my main spirit guy? And if so, was it Andrew or Michael? I sense he was extremely tall in stature. Is he?
A lot of guides are tall. The name I'm getting is Michael. That's all I've got. Finish.
Thank you. Now, Angie, Marco Doyle would like to connect with uh, her brother in law, Mike Doyle.
Okay.
So the question is, you were only 22 when you left in 1974. Why did you leave us so soon? A word from you will help my broken heart that we did not get to grow old together. Thank you.
The timing of my passing was agreed beforehand. These events are very difficult for those left behind. I have continued to watch over you all. I am very proud to have joined your family. You taught me a lot. I love you all. I watch over you. Go with my love. Finish.
Thank you. Then we have Cody MB that has a question for source frequency.
Just give me a minute, Caroline.
Yes,
Mm.
sure. No
Sorry,
problem.
that one got to me.
That's okay.
I feel the
Maybe
emotion.
maybe there were not enough space between the two deceased one.
Could be. I just felt the strong emotion on that one. It's probably to do with losing Angie, you know. But
Yeah.
hey ho, I'm only I am human, people. Honest.
No way.
I'd show you my birth certificate, but I can't find it. Ah,
Oh
this
my
is where
god.
you should say, is it written on chalk on the board?
Look somewhere where there's a lot of dust, you know,
Well,
you might have some chances there.
Angie has a lot of cupboard space, a lot of drawers, and a lot of cupboards in all our rooms. And I haven't looked through them because I'm not at that point yet.
No, no,
And she has some boxes underneath her bed as well, and I haven't looked under there. I'm not at that stage yet.
that's right.
So
You need help for
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You can't just do it alone.
I think I can be assumed to be an adult. I don't look like a child, do I? Ah.
All
So
right.
right, I'm okay. Shall we have another crack?
Okay. So
There
there's
we go.
three questions before the un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq. Five questions before the break. Yeah, are you gonna be okay?
Go for
Okay.
it.
So the first question is from Cody MBs to source frequency.
Okay.
I tried a quantum hypnosis session and I was not able to be hypnotized. Is there a reason I was not able to do the session?
Your frequency is too high. You do not need such a reading, I believe they call it. A lot of The information you would have been given, you already know. There is much research for you to do. Do your own research, play it out in your mind, come up with a conclusion, and then ask the universe, source, creator consciousness to confirm what you have concluded. You will feel it in your heart, what is true and what is false. You are on the right path. You are progressing at the agreed speed. Finish.
Thank you. Then we have Samuel Soleta that has a question for Catherine Cinder I yourself.
Sorry, he's asking a question to somebody else's higher self. Is that correct?
I did add the self part, but it was just saying question to Catherine Cinder Higher.
Okay.
Snyder, excuse me, Snyder Higher.
Okay. Let's just
So I
ask the
just
question.
assumed that it was higher self,
Higher
but
self.
I feel the same than you. Maybe that Catherine Snyder is still alive.
Yeah. Just ask the whole question and we'll see if anything comes through, Caroline.
Okay,
I hope you get an answer, Samuel.
we'll see. Ready?
Ready?
So your name came to me in tarot card reading on vacation 2 weeks ago. Why and where are these feelings coming from, love?
These are deep within your psyche from your past. It is not unusual to have these feelings, these promptings. It is part of the human condition for your mind to sort through information and try and make sense of it. If you still have contact with this person, talk to them. Finish.
Then we have Dart Raven that has a question for source frequency.
Okay.
I the reincarnation of Abraham Lincoln?
Yes.
And then the other question is for Isis frequency. Angie,
Okay.
can we connect to Isis frequency?
There's nothing there.
Well, that's it.
It happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, people, I showed Caroline something the other day. I've got to show you. Look at that.
Yeah. That's great.
Isn't that great? He just needs Patrick across his belly,
Yeah,
and that'll be great.
yeah. So you got that in a Kinder chocolate surprise, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, one of the grandchildren did, not me.
Yeah.
I don't like them, but yeah. I thought,
So
why weren't there two?
we are on the search for the second sea star that
Yeah.
we're gonna write Angie on.
Great.
Then
Sorry,
we'll take
Caroline.
a
He stands there staring at me, like,
what are you doing?
what you doing? Okay, sorry.
So we have in the cats 7 question, and then we're done with the question of Ask NG2,
Okay.
and maybe after we'll have a little break.
Okay, let's
Okay,
go for
all right, ready?
it. Yeah.
So the first question, Angie, could you bring in the mother of Martha Ryan Her name is Deanne Ryan.
She is here.
Thank you. So the question is, can you tell me why the young lady said years ago at church that she saw Moses in the bulrush and didn't understand why, and why was it for me?
This is purely symbolic. The story of Moses in the bulrushes. He was put into a basket, placed on the water, and he was carried away. It was a representation of your current life, how you can go with the flow and have an easy passage, but it is sometimes beneficial to fight the current, go against the norm. You grow more as a person, you learn more, and you become a stronger person. Try it. Finish.
Thank you. Then beautiful war goddess has a question for source frequency.
Okay.
Can you please tell me who I am, why I am here, what is my mission, and who are my spirit's guide?
All I'm getting, Caroline, is seek these answers for yourself. You have abilities that need activating. You need to experiment. Finish.
Thank you. So then we have Lauren Wagner that has a question for her higher self, Lauren Wagner.
Okay.
Am I on the right track? If yes, how do I manifest everything faster so I can help others? If not, do you have any advice to get me where I need to be?
You are on the right path. You can be impatient. You need to slow down rather than speed up. You need to be proficient in each change that happens before progressing on to the next one. Try to live in the now. You can influence people by just being a good example to them. Finish.
And then Lauren has another question. So I'm going to ask Angie. Angie, can you bring in Mornay, the fifth dimensional Andromedian?
Okay.
So the question is, how do we sign up to be mentored before or after the first wave of extraterrestrial race reveal themselves?
These decisions have already been made. It will happen as planned when it is planned. Try not to concern yourself too much. There will be false information given, false stories, false aliens, false gods. Trust in your ability to know what is real and what is not. Seek the answers for yourself. Finish.
Thank you. Then we have Joelle, Julie. She has a question for the creator.
Okay.
What are the things I see in the sky and why do they follow me?
Most of what you humans see in your sky is illusion. Some things bleed through. Timelines are merging, dimensions are merging, frequencies are merging. It is a changing time. try to communicate with these things, talk to them, see what happens. Finish.
Thank you. Then we have Sapphire Angel 444 that has two questions for source frequency.
Okay.
For earth frequency, sorry.
Okay. Fine.
So the first question is, am I an extension of you here on the surface of the earth, or did I come from another place in the universe?
You are an incarnation of myself. Finish.
Thank you. The second question is, I received a mental thought from you that said, return the crystal to me, place them in the river and the ocean, but first program your thoughts, intention in them with this message: I am healed, I am free. Was this really you? And if yes, can you explain why I should do this? Thank you.
You know it was me. All crystals come from me. They are formed over thousands of years. They are found. They receive energy from myself. They perform amazing tasks for the human population. They do drain of energy over time. They all need to be returned to me so they can be regenerated, recharged. You can do this by putting them in water. You can do this by burying them. You can leave them in sunshine. These all increase their energy and frequencies. You may have them for a time, but they are never yours. They are always mine. Finish.
Thank you, Patrick.
Wow. Interesting.
Very interesting. So we're gonna have a little break here.
Time
And
for the sea star.
time for the sea star, and we'll be right back. And we are back. I hope you enjoyed the little two star. So under Ask NG3, we collected 8 questions, and we're gonna ask them today. You ready,
Cool.
Patrick?
Let's go for it.
All right.
Ready?
So the first question is for you, Angie. It's from Stellar Core
Okay. For me personally, Caroline.
for Angie.
Okay.
Do you still give Patrick honeydew lists?
We have never had any kind of list. Pat was very good at seeing a job that needed doing and it would be done. If he couldn't do it, he would either learn how to do it or he would get somebody else to do it. There was never any need for lists. Finish.
Thank you. Then we have Cassiopeia that has a question for a deceased one. So, Angie, can you bring in Jake S for Cassiopeia?
Can't hone in on the frequency, Caroline. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm sorry. So, then we have Truth Seeker that has a question for source frequency.
Okay.
Is the ancient country called Skytia the place of origin of the Vedic civilization?
Again, there's nothing there, Caroline. Sorry.
Okay. Then we have Sapphire
Just a
Angel.
moment,
Yeah,
Caroline.
yes.
This is Angie. I have learned through my connection with Pat doing Ask Angie that some of the answers are determined upon Pat's vocabulary, and sometimes he doesn't have the vocabulary necessary to give an answer and it confuses him. Sometimes I can override this, but if you reformulate your question and resubmit it, we're always happy to have another go. Thank you, Caroline.
Thank you, Angie. Then we have Sapphire Angel 444 that has a question for the dragon Sapphire.
Okay.
Why am I having trouble connecting with you and my galactic family? I feel as if my connection is being sabotaged. Is something wrong with me?
There is nothing wrong with you. It is purely a matter of matching frequencies. It is not always easy to match a frequency to a dragon. We have spent centuries being hidden. There is much protection in place to keep us hidden. This is the obstacles you are facing. We are trying to change our ways. Practice, practice, practice. Finish.
Thank you. Then we have Angelfish that has a question for Firebird.
Okay.
Am I I'm pretty sure I have a dragon here. Love to know his name. Thank you.
As mentioned many times, our names do not exactly translate into English. We can only give you a close approximation. Like my name, you know me as Firebird. That is not my name. Pat cannot pronounce my name. That is why Firebird was chosen. It is the nearest representation of the meaning of my name rather than the sounding of my name. The closest meaning to your dragon's name is Henry. Finish.
Well, thank you. Then we have Leanne V, that has a question for her higher self.
Okay.
Why is it I cannot remember my dream?
Many people do not remember dreams. It is because they are usually not present during the sleeping hours. They go off on, you could call, mini adventures. They have to return to the human body because you are tethered to your human body. Just enjoy the adventures. Finish.
Thank you. Then we have Pathfinder that has a question for source frequency.
Okay.
I don't feel very connected to my biological family. If I am connected to another soul family, where do I find them?
Some people find it difficult to connect. It is not a flaw. It is not a defect. It is part of your makeup. Do the best you can. Treat everybody the same. Treat everybody with love. Do not worry about this. Concentrate on your own progression, your own raising of your own frequency, for want of a better word, your own ascension. Finish.
And the last question, Angie, could you bring in the mother of Nada Jenskak? Her name is Maria Perkik.
She is here. She is not very keen, but she says she will come forward.
Thank you very much. So, Maria, are you and Dad with me around me? If you are, could you please help me find some kind of direction, anything so I can start living?
We are always with you. You need to remember us fondly, remember us with love. Do not let us hold you back. You are there to live your life. Be yourself. Investigate who you are. Be the best you that you can be. We love you and always will. Finish.
Thank you, Patrick.
Well, that was a strong one as well.
Yeah,
They all are, but they feel different.
absolutely. So we have answered all the questions we have collected up to now.
Way.
Yeah, all the questions have been answered, and we need a minimum of 36 questions for one show, right?
That's what we're aiming for, yeah.
That's right. S-
Wow.
So you want to explain about music?
In what way? Oh, the lack of it. Good job you there, Caroline, to nudge me. Go on. You should have said that.
All right.
You may have noticed there was no pre music to this show. The introduction music was not there. We're not going to be playing music when we go. This is to stop you two being, and I should have a sign, shouldn't I? Anyway,
Hold on. I got something. Oop.
YouTube are very particular about their copyright. And there's a lot of music on my channel, and I put it there with the understanding that they could put an advert on at the beginning of the video, at the end of the video. I did it with the intention that if they ever put adverts during the video, I would remove that video and upload it without the music. That was always my plan. I love music. Music does us good. It helps us tune in to the frequencies. To stop this from happening again, we are not going to be using any music, and I shan't sing to you, so don't worry about that. So
I
there'll
can
be,
sing.
yeah, well,
Sweet Caroline. Bam, bam, bam. That's how I
way
sing.
also
That's it.
cool. So, you know,
So,
part of me, part of the stubborn part of me knows that certain tracks that are played would block the video. If I was to put a Billy Joel song in this video, the whole video would be blocked worldwide. But they can't block you doing a live broadcast and everybody hearing it. They will not upload the video afterwards. So I'm tempted to do a live show of all the songs they won't let me play and then have it blocked afterwards. But I don't but I don't want the proper copyright strike, so I keep putting that off.
that's right. So
So
that's the main reason why we are not going to put any music anymore. Because if you go on Ask NG3 in the under the description box, when you click on Show More, and you open all the things there is, all the songs have been put there by YouTube as advertisement and we want to eliminate that because those thing has been put there because of copyright.
Which is fair enough,
Fair enough. That's right.
you know.
So
But um, if they let you put the music there, they put an advert at the beginning, they make money. The people with the song makes money. If they block your video, nobody makes money. I don't see the logic in that.
no, me neither. And
Yeah,
why is everybody would make any money out of it but us if we put
yeah,
the
I know.
music there, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
So, oh, hello.
hey, Copper.
Hello. You okay? He's asking for his tea. That's what he's doing.
Okay,
So,
so it's time for the puppy tea, right? Tea.
yeah, tea. Yeah, we call it tea time. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Yeah.
it's time for puppy tea time and with Patrick, and we're gonna let them go. And much love to you all, and looking forward.
Love you
As
all.
asking G5, we don't know when. It's gonna depend on how many questions we're gonna get, and good question, and one question per person only. So with the amount of people there is that are subscribed to the Grass Legacy, I believe that to get 36 different questions from 36 different people, it's not uh, that hard to accomplish. So it's up to you.
Well said, Caroline. Thanks for all that you do, Caroline.
You're welcome, Patrick. It's all made
Love
of
you all.
love.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.